Hi, everybody. It is Sunday, January 15th. And yeah, I haven't done a video in a while because I've been kind of just waiting for things to manifest themselves, like basically for the truth to come out. I know one thing for sure is uh, 2023 is going to be the year of disclosure. A lot of people are telling that, but also that's what I've been getting. That's the messages I've been getting. Uh, they've explained to me, and I'll explain to you guys what they've said, how this is playing out. I mean, it's very interesting because the stage we're at basically is um, us to get it, realize this whole the world that we've been living in has been controlled. As we know, it's been hijacked and all that. We've all kind of figured that out. So we understand what's going on, and even for us, it's been a slow learning process of how deep and how complicated this gets, as well as it's way worse than what I thought too. So what they've been explaining to me is if we have to look at this like as if we're in a classroom and uh, we're all subject to the same problems and everything, and we're actually reading the same textbooks. But a lot of us that have picked up on this was like the books that we've been learning from is like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. And not only that, but also it's not what I've seen, and you know, and I've heard people discover giants, and basically all we keep getting from our teachers is, well, all that proves is there's no such thing as giants, and then it's like, well, there's people that have seen unidentified flying objects. Well, all that means is there's no such thing as UFOs and things like that. We keep getting these opposite messages from our teachers or this world. But we start to realize, we get into small little groups in these classrooms, and we start to talk to each other like, wow, this is sounding crazy, guys. This is not what I've been noticing and whatever. And we're starting to figure it out. I'm using the example of a school as for instance what we're experiencing, and what they've been telling me is they said when we first wake up to all this stuff, we just want to get out of here because we realize, okay, this is being controlled, and we just want to get out of that classroom. We want to get out of the school. But what we've been finding is they've locked not only the school doors, they've even locked us out of the schoolyard, as in like that's the farthest we can get out of here. It's like we're stuck in this matrix, and it's like we can't really leave it until the rest of the classroom gets it. So that's the problem that we're in is, well, yes, because when you realize the bigger picture, I know this is going to get kind of woo-woo a little bit, but our collective consciousness is creating this world. So if we just leave, if we just go, okay, we get it, we get what's going on, it's corrupt, let's get out of here. If we leave, all the other students that haven't woke up yet to what's going on will get stuck there, is what it boils down to, because it's like a consciousness loop that they're stuck in, and they keep manifesting the world that our creators, our controllers, have made here. So even though we're a small group, we're powerful enough to help change this world that we live in. It's so enough for not only for us to escape it and get out of here and change it, but also for the ones that are still asleep. So that's kind of what they've been saying to me. They said, I know it's a pain because we already get it. We've got our gold star. It's like, okay, we're the smartest students in the class. We already figured out that the test is rigged and everything, and we figured out, okay, well, this whole thing is just a sham. And then we keep trying to tell these other students that you guys, listen, what you're doing is it's being controlled and manipulated and stuff like that. And they keep bringing their little school books to us and saying, no, that's what's written in here, and we're following this to the T. But we keep telling them, it's like, that book that you're reading from, that I used to read from, is wrong. It's telling you wrong history, wrong science, wrong everything. You guys, you just got to throw that book away. And then they're going, well, what else are you gonna, guide you, whatever. And we're saying, first of all, our common sense and our intuition is way stronger than those old textbooks. It makes more sense. Anyway, I can go on and on and on about that. But the whole point is, what my guide's been telling me is, the fact is that we have to stay, even though we already get it, in this classroom, is because if we abandon them, they'll be stuck in grade 3, is what it boils down to. We're ready to graduate. We've already passed grade 4 lessons. We're ready to graduate from grade 3 to grade 5. We're ready to go. But if we take off, literally the bad teachers or what our controllers, I'm using that as an example, will kidnap them again, and they'll have to repeat grade 3 over again, being manipulated because they didn't get it. So we're meant to stick around and help them wake up. It's not about telling them. That's what makes this thing complicated. It's about them figuring it out for themselves. Because as we noticed, we go, well, listen, here's the true answers to this test, but we can't help them. It's almost like a form of cheating. We have to let them figure it out themselves. So whether you call it the White Hats or the Alliance, whatever, but there's obviously a good forces that are helping us figure this out, as well as get us out of this problem. They're trying to help them wake up in the way that they make things look really over the top, obviously wrong. So some of us that are just semi-awake, we think things are getting worse. But us that are really awake are starting to realize, well, wait a minute, the White Hats or the people in control are making it look that bad. It's not really that bad. This is just optics. They're making it look terrible, and it's not to make this world terrible again. It's basically to show Sleepy that this is what the bad controllers had in mind, and they're exaggerating it to make them go, see, don't you get it? Because what it is we can't write their test for them. They have to figure it out themselves. We realize that. So this is the long version of Wake Up, and that's kind of what we're stuck in. So for us that figure it out, yeah, we already got a gold star. We're at top of the class. We're A1 students. We figured it out. But now we got to stay here and almost... we'll just be there when they wake up and start asking questions to help clarify it for them. Because we get it. Well, I'm still learning more, and we're all still figuring out to what extent this mess that we're in is. So as we move forward, we're just here to really just help guide them out when they start waking up and figuring it out. So that's kind of where we're at. So, but like I said, and I know I've told this to a few other people, is by the end of 2023, and it looks like it's a long ways away, it will be just common knowledge. All the stuff that we know now will be pretty much exposed. So for me, it's going to get pretty interesting because we're going to be here. We're going to watch how this disclosure comes out. It's like, as we notice, there's little things that they're showing that how bad, the United States administration is, whatever. And those key things that they've been using as signs to show us awakening people that they've got this under control, which was the 3 main control centers. Once you figured this out, was the Vatican, London, and Washington, D.C. Those are the 3 main city-states, sort of, that were sort of in control. They showed us by the death of the Queen that that's the end of that system over there, the monetary system, and this whole control from that perspective. And The fact that the Pope died was another. Pope Benedict died. That's another sign for us to see that it's okay. They've taken down that sort of religious control, sort of to a certain extent. It's a satanic sort of control. And then we've got basically DC is the last one. That's what it looks like to me. So once they take that down and expose it to the world, it's like, okay, governments are corrupt, election system's corrupt, judicial system's corrupt, everything is. It's going to be a hard pill for people. If this is new to people, it's going to be a hard pill for them to take. For us, I've been slowly digesting this truth for years. And there's people out there that have been doing this for decades, and they get it. And we feel like we're still stuck in this. But what I'm saying is, we're not. They're in control. What I mean by they is the good guys are in control, and it's a slow deconstruction of this control system. And we have to kind of just stand by and watch. And unfortunately, we can't, as you know, I've been trying myself even, just trying to wake up some of the students, go, look. And we realize, you know what, they're not listening. They're listening to the mainstream media and their old textbooks. They're going, look, if the TV doesn't tell me that, and this book doesn't tell me that, I'm not going to listen to you. So I gave up. And that's why I've even just backed off with doing videos, everything. Just, I have to wait for them to wake up on their own speed, I guess, is what it boils down to. And I think the Alliance realizes that, so that's why they've been exaggerating things and doing all this stuff. But we're safe, we're still okay, and we won this, is what it boils down to. So this year's going to be very exciting of how they're going to expose all this. And I'm watching it. I'm just sitting there watching it. I mean, I could talk forever about the stuff I know, but it's not going to make any difference. So yeah, I'm here. I'm here for the long haul. I can't, luckily, I've sort of created my own world because I just tune out of all what's going on out there, because there's a lot of lies, a lot of deceptions. I just stay focused on my artwork, and I just keep busy. That's how I keep sane. So, you know, if there's some way you guys can just tune it out and keep sane, this will roll out. It'll actually be really good. This is gonna be a really awesome year. Just so you know, this is gonna be great. Okay, that's all for now. I'll maybe do another one in a couple of weeks or something. Talk to you later. Stay positive.